probably play at least 20 outreach concerts a year, not including the 2 recitals we give every month. Outreach to the community has always been part of what we do, partly because it was a way to show people and to educate people about the Suzuki method. So whenever we did go out, there was always a little bit of some talking about what the Suzuki philosophy was about. Why was this different than the way other kids learned music? From the child's point of view, the child needs a reason to learn the pieces. If you don't perform, why would you learn? So music is made for sharing. So that's part of the reason we do outreach too, is because it gives the kids a reason to polish their pieces and get to play them. But the other thing that we're hoping to teach them is that the joy that they can bring to people in the community. So, you know, there were a couple years we would go to the hospital and play for patients and just roam the halls when we were allowed to do that, or play for a soup kitchen, or play for you know, various community groups. We get invited to do those things, but it's really great too when the kids take it on for themselves. I mean, I've had students that stood outside of Walmart, got a few kids together, stood outside of Walmart and opened their cases and the money they gave to the Humane Society. Or I had a student who would go play at the nursing home for his grandma and his grandma's friends. He'd just take his violin. Again, not one of my stellar students, you know, that's not the kid that's going to go on into music. It's the kid that just enjoys music and what he can do to a very high, you know, can play what he knows at a very, very beautifully, and shares it with whoever wants to listen. And he would even when he would come home from college, he would do that. He would take his violin and go play at the nursing home, and continued to do it for a number of years even after his grandma passed away, which I think is even more remarkable, because then he didn't have that connection with her, but he still knew the joy that music could bring to the residents, and he would do that at Christmas time when he'd come home.